everybody. Today we are talking together, Tara and I. And Tara and I have been friends from Australia for a number of years now, and she is visiting me in LA. And we just finished a 5-day Tantra teaching program connecting women with essential energy and in relationships. And so we wanted to create a video together to talk about women supporting each other. You know, we have this kind of culture of women tearing each other down, this competition and comparison culture. And really, we wanted to talk about how we can change that.
Good. It's a nice topic, and I think it's a really important topic because it's not discussed enough in our society. And I think a lot of women, I know in my experience, a lot of women feel it, but we don't call it out, and it just creates a further disconnection and a further detachment from your friendship. And then all of a sudden you've got these two separate people, and what made the relationship so wonderful at the beginning has become sort of like a seesaw of who's better, or who's got more, and who's doing more, or who's achieving more. And I think it's really prevalent in our society now due to things like Facebook and Instagram and all those kind of things that makes everything so clear, you know, so out there. It's right in front of us.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's easy on social media to kind of put out
all your best bits,
and then you're not really being honest or being seen for all the other stuff. But yeah, I mean, that's a point. You know, what makes a great friendship or any kind of relationship is this honesty, you know, putting everything kind of out there and then having that seen and accepted and understood. And you know, it's this two-way street, this giving and this receiving.
Absolutely. And I feel that as women, we kind of don't want to admit when we're struggling or when some shit's coming up or something. We always want to put up a facade, but the facade creates hardness, and it's the vulnerability in a relationship that I think needs to be nurtured more, because the more vulnerability and the more openness and the more you allow yourself to be seen, that's what creates intimacy, whether it's in a sexual relationship or a friendship. And I think for females, especially females, being seen and being heard and understood is what will bring us closer to our to whoever we're having a relationship with, whether it's our best friend or our partner or our boss or anything, is showing up who you are. And then it also reinforces that you are okay, you know, with all your broken, they're not broken bits, but all your things that you're working through, or your sensibilities or things that are coming up for you. It's fine. You don't have to be amazing 100% perfect every single step of the day. And it doesn't, you're not loved less. I think also what Lily and I were talking about not so long ago is that, especially in sort of similar careers that we've chosen, we are doing a lot of things and trying to make a lot of positive change, and it's very interesting people's reactions. So there's this idea of if you're doing too many good things or trying to strive too hard, then it can make a lot of people feel uncomfortable because it feels a little threatening to them, perhaps, or it sort of itches them up the wrong way. So they kind of. But on the flip side, if you're down and it's terrible, they're like, come, you know, tell me all your bad things. But we don't celebrate enough of the good things, and that's what Lily and I were talking about. Is this idea of being like open and honest and loving in the bad times, but then freaking celebrating each other in the good times, right? Being like, you freaking rock.
Yeah, you're a powerful, strong, you know, beautiful woman who is, you know, reaching her full potential. And that is really what makes a long-lasting friendship and relationship, and a healthy one, when we are not only there in the bad times and in the slumps, but we can also support each other and encourage each other and empower each other when we are doing amazing things, and not feel threatened by that.
Because you absorb what you surround yourself with. So if you're around somebody who's doing amazing things and things like that, rise them up higher so they keep doing those things, because you are absorbing that energetically and everything else. So the more they rise, the more you're going to rise. So the more you distance yourself and sort of bring them down, you're just doing that to yourself. So keep lifting each other higher. Yeah, you're doing amazing. You're doing amazing. I'm loving that, and I'm loving this energy. It's inspiring. It's like energizing, and it's kind of it reverberates.
And
I don't know if that's a word.
Yeah.
Reverberates off you, and you absorb it, you know, by osmosis.
Yeah, and that's that growing together, you know, growing up and out in your life. When one person's kind of growing and the other person is kind of staying stuck where they are, that's when the friendship starts to go a different way, right?
Yeah.
And it's that also that concept of seeing each other as, you know, the goddess.
The goddess. The goddess.
Yeah, you know, and worshiping each other as that divine feminine and, you know, supporting each other and celebrating each other's femininity. And seeing each other, you know, like a mirror also. You know, look, I think it's so easy to look at someone else and see what you love about them, and they have this and they are that and they're beautiful and they're talented or whatever, and then feel bad about yourself. But when we start to look at each other like we're a mirror, so that she's a reflection of my greatness and my beauty and my power too, and start to see that in ourselves, I think that is so encouraging and empowering.
And I think just to preface this, I think why we talk so openly about this is because Lily and I have had experiences in the past, and we bring this up, that we have, because we're in the same sort of field, there is an element of competition and comparison straight away, naturally, with what you get two gym instructors, you get two people interested in health, you get two artists. There's going to be links that go, oh, she does this better, and da-da-da. So automatically you're making your journey have to match somebody else's journey, and really it doesn't matter, like, who gives a shit, because you're creating different things, and what is important is the creation and the flowering and helping each other. But what's really helped us in the past is calling it out. So sitting down and going, you know, sometimes I feel like a little bit intimidated by you, or I feel kind of like I'm not doing very well, and I watch you do all this great stuff and I feel a bit like, oh. And it allows that dialogue to open, so you can be honest and you can be raw, and the other person can go, well, actually, I was thinking the same about you, or that's not even important, and being able to kind of bring those links back to those feeling states together, rather than everything's happening on the outside.
Right.
You know, like you've got two websites, what's better, like compared to how you feel when you're together.
Right, and it's all subjective because you are on your own journey.
On your own journey.
And allowing that to flourish in your own time. And just being happy for each other.
Now we're going to get all soppy and start crying. So we just wanted to share a little bit of our story with you all, and just really wanted to encourage you to look in your own female relationships and see where you can start to bring other women up, and kind of focusing and also allowing, you know, everything just to be as it is, rather than having to kind of judge or manipulate it or compare or comparison, just letting that go and just really kind of seeing your girlfriends as this, you know, the beautiful woman that she is, and encourage that and support her and nourish her,
and seeing her as a reflection of your beauty and your power also.
And if you do that, I guarantee you, your seeds of your relationships will grow, and it will it'll be a beautiful flower.